I used to be a shy stripper.
Huh?
Doesn't make sense, I know, but I used to sweat on customers, not know what to say, always just like never speak about myself and constantly speak about them because I thought I had nothing useful to contribute to the conversation. And I made no money. Even though I know I literally look banging.
Huh?
But when you're not confident, nobody gives a fuck. And in this video, I'm going to give you 5 steps of how to overcome the lack of confidence, because I've had to turn that overnight in order to make money and quite literally pay my rent. So you know what I'm about to tell you is not bullshit, because it's worked for me. And now I'm making bank. Making bank, literally. Anyway, so watch to the end to find out 5 usable, realistic, manageable steps in how to overcome the lack of confidence and become your truest, baddest self, period. Love you. Step number 1 is to literally breathe. If you're in a situation in a room where you feel like your confidence is leaving your body and you're becoming a shell of yourself, take a break, have a Kit Kat. LOL. Anyway, take a break, literally go to the toilet and breathe, like compose yourself, hug yourself, literally comfort yourself. Realize that low-key, the situation is not as deep as you're giving it credit for. Which leads me to step number 2. When you feel like you've stopped having a panic attack, realize that everything in life constantly changes. And what I mean by that is that I'm only 26 and I feel like I've lived a million lifetimes already because I've had so many different friendship groups. I've lived in so many different countries. Like, life literally changes and it has different seasons and different characters within it. So at any point, remember that the point that you're in right now, it's going to change completely. It's going to take a 180. So it's not that deep.
Dude, you get the best barrels ever, dude.
And when you realize that it's not that deep, you suddenly like become a lot more confident. I know, silly, crazy. The reason you're being a shell of yourself is that you're too scared to speak up. You're too scared to be yourself in case you do something wrong. But if you realize that like the situation's not that deep in the first place, there isn't anything wrong you can do because who cares? Like, any situation that you're in is going to change. So might as well be yourself, right? Period. Step number 3. Oh my God, I need to remind myself what step number 3 was. Hold on. You see, because I'm a pro, I've been doing this for so long that I don't even remember. Anyway. Number 3, realize that you can leave at any moment. No matter what situation you're in, you can stand up and go home and comfort yourself. And low-key, do that for the shits and gigs. Just because, like, next time you're in an overwhelming situation, you'll remember the time that you were in an overwhelming situation before and you left. And it'll give you so much confidence because you're like, oh, I don't actually have to be anywhere. Like nothing matters that much. And the only thing that you have to take care of is yourself. Because everyone else is taking care of themselves. So who's going to take care of you? That falls on you, babe. Okay, that falls on you, babe. Which means you have to leave a situation sometimes. And it kind of like is such a badass move. When someone's disrespecting you or someone's making you uncomfortable, leave. Oh my God, the way people start respecting you when you start respecting yourself, which also in turn gives you more confidence, because when you take care of yourself and other people see that you take care of yourself the way that they don't allow themselves to take care of themselves, they're like, whoa, this person's cool. I'm kind of jealous of them. So become that for other people and leave a situation just for bants. Just because you've got the balls. Which also, low-key, I don't like... Why am I saying low-key? I don't like the whole saying, like, have the ball or whatever. Because it relates to men, and men aren't actually that brave. Hate to break it to you, but men aren't actually all that. So anyway, back to the podcast. Keep listening to the end if you want to find out the most crucial last 2 steps, period. Low-key, this video is not even that long. I don't know why I'm motivating you to watch. Hopefully you're here now. But anyway, step number 4, remember all the times that you have pulled through. Like, for example, all the times that you've like started a new job or like done something that's outside of your comfort zone and something that scares you, and you've pulled through, become a better, more improved, more knowledgeable, more confident version of yourself. Something simple like you didn't know how to drive and now you drive. Okay, that's an example of how well you can do things and how much you can achieve. And I know you have like a million of those. The reason you probably lack confidence is because you're forgetting of all the other things you have done and what you actually can do, so you're doubting yourself. Yeah, which leads on to my last point, is that do things that scare you. Do more things that scare you. Do them again and again and again and again. Why? Because it's so much fun. It's actually so much fun because like you grow into a different version of yourself every time you do something that scares you, and you become like a master, and you like suddenly feel like you can do anything because each time you like gather more evidence that you can handle anything that scares you, and then like you become God essentially. When I started stripping, it was definitely one of those moments where I was so scared and I kept thinking like, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? And low-key, it's completely changed the trajectory of my life. And I'm so grateful that I did that, because it was like it was the biggest example of me doing like something that scares me. And when I did the scariest thing ever, something that seemed like the scariest thing ever at the time, I've become fearless. And I've started handling and doing more and more things that used to scare the old version of me. And I'm still doing that. Like, there is still always things that are going to scare you forever and always. Like, I'm scared to drive a truck, so I started driving a van, you know? I'm scared of heights, so I started doing flying trapeze, you know? And yeah, do that again and again and again, simply because it's fun. It's fun to give yourself that trust. It's fun to give yourself that confidence that like, oh, anything I throw myself into, I can handle, because look at the evidence that I've gathered already, and watch how much that changes your life time and time again. And I promise it's going to change it for the better, because now I've like lived all over the world, traveled so many countries, backpacking by myself, met so many people, and it's great. It's shits and gigs, like amazing, LOL, doing it for the plot. So do it for the plot too. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've just been yapping, period, love to yap. Like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you again next week. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to discuss about anything as a very wise stripper, period. Anything that my job has taught me that you would like to know yourself, let me know. Okay, love you.